Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Weekly Midnight Radio. I'm Adli, the host and the owner of this Weekly Midnight Radio program. Through this program, you could learn about various notable games, in my opinion, and then you could also learn about various streamers on Twitch. This podcast contains highlights from the program which aired live on Twitch every Saturday at 9 p.m. The new episode in this podcast will be available every Monday. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and if you enjoy the content, please consider donating to help me produce more great content in the future. Thank you so much. Welcome back to Weekly Midnight Radio episode 65. Selamat datang kembali di Weekly Midnight Radio episode ke-65. Kita bersama mendengarkan dua lagu. Tadi ada Forehead dari Heiyakim, di-request oleh Kazeyoru, dan ada Childish Adult dari Gami, di-request oleh Indong. We just listened to two songs, Forehead by Heiyakim, requested by Kazeyoru, and also there is Childish Adult by Gami, requested by Indong. Such a really dramatic song. And now we are going to continue with the second segment. Still chit-chat or casual discussion with a guest star tonight, Natalite. Now we are going to continue with the second segment, Stories Behind Streaming Scene of Guest Star, which is practically much more heavier than before, supposedly. But yeah, I wanted to remind anyone who is currently watching or listening to this episode, if you guys wanted to actively participate, you can use your channel point to ask any question. 99 channel points only via text on the chat room, or 369 if you wanted to talk directly to Nat. You can ask any question, really. As long as it's totally appropriate, you can ask any question. Don't think too hard. Don't overthink the question. Like if you actually ask in Indonesian, I can actually translate it to English, not Malaysian. Okay. Without further ado, let's continue, yeah? With the first question from me. Do you have any habit that you do while streaming or before the stream?
Oh.
Do you though?
Not really. I should, though, because OBS has been breaking on me. So I should probably check all my audio inputs and everything before I start stream. But now it's a bit of a tradition. Every time I start stream, I find out which audio inputs are not working. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because I use wireless earbuds.
Uh-huh.
And then it messes up my audio input on OBS. So I always have to like turn it off and then turn it on again, and then everything works. I don't know.
Okay, so basically,
I should probably.
Okay, so basically, if you wanted to stream, you just start streaming without no planning or whatsoever.
Yeah, kinda. I've been doing it for so long that I don't feel the need to have like any major setup or anything. I just make sure the game is running and then I just hop onto the stream.
I want to ask something though. Because you usually like work on the stream, right? Like you do co-working session. Have you ever had any accident when you accidentally reveal anything that is supposed to be secretive on the stream?
Oh.
No?
No, not really. I think because I'm used to it. Because I do so much media work, right? And then we get a lot of things that are embargo. So we're not supposed to reveal it to anybody.
Correct.
And so, and I do a lot of business development also. So I'm constantly hearing a lot of that I'm not supposed to tell anyone. So maybe I got used to it.
Okay.
So, thankfully, so far, no issues.
Okay, so basically, like you usually do, you just show the Spirit City Lovey session on the stream and also your face.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue. There is a question from viewer. This is probably like related with your weebu or anime loving session before. Do you understand some of the Japanese word, whether it's hiragana or kanji or katakana? And could you understand some Japanese language text on game? Sorry, it's becoming two questions. A question from Alex.
Oh my gosh.
You seems to understand
actually,
Japanese though. Considering you said baka ni shiraide on that game before.
Oh my god. This is just I know maybe like a few phrases like here and there. But that is just from like watching anime. I don't think I know Japanese. But it's interesting that Alo asks whether I know like kanji. Because actually kanji is Chinese characters, right?
Correct. Hanja.
Yeah. Kanji is like Chinese characters. And then I studied Chinese for 6 years. So I studied it in primary school. So that's why I can speak and I can write some basic Chinese. And so sometimes you'll see kanji written and it's Japanese and it's pronounced a different way. But I know the meaning because it means the same thing, Japanese and Chinese. But I just know how to pronounce it in Chinese. I don't know how to pronounce it in Japanese.
There is another viewer and also mutual streamer back then. He currently lives in Germany and he also said the same. He understands Chinese character, which is practically the same as kanji in Japanese, but he couldn't pronounce it in Japanese because it's the different pronunciation.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, so do you know a lot of kanji then? Or Chinese character? I heard there are so many characters in Chinese though.
Yeah, there is a lot. I don't think my vocab is very good because I only studied until primary 6. So I know all the basic things, but I don't know more complex. Yeah.
Okay. So you basically don't really know about hiragana and also katakana then?
I tried learning a while ago and then it didn't work out. I couldn't remember anything.
Okay. Do you also do Duolingo? No?
No. I tried. It didn't work for me also.
Okay. There's a comment. Okay, nice. Kanji kinda like Chinese. That's where I found that some word on mahjong card so similar, like each chi-san 1, 2, 3, and then some of it.
Yeah.
Oh, do you play mahjong?
No. I'm a sham of a Chinese person. I don't play mahjong.
Okay, there's a comment. The bird is watching. What is this actually referring to? I have no idea either. Let's continue. So, do you understand some Japanese language text on the game? No, then?
Ooh, text no. But if I hear it voice, then yeah. A little bit.
Understandable.
This is just from watching anime from when I was a child. I wouldn't. Oh, the Duolingo bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got the reference. Sorry. I want to ask another question then. Do you know Korean then? No? Like most of Southeast Asia usually know Korean. You don't know?
No, that's even more different. Yeah. But I heard that it's easy to learn Korean and Japanese if you have Chinese as a baseline.
Yeah.
Like I have a friend who is fluent in Chinese and she picked up Korean and Japanese very easily.
Because it's actually using the same character practically.
It's the same origin of the language, I think.
Correct.
Everything originates from Chinese and then you get Korean and Japanese from there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue?
Yeah.
My next question is, do you have any tips and tricks in streaming on Twitch? It's been a really long time for you to stream.
Ooh, yeah.
Must have some tips and tricks on the sleeve.
Do I? I think it depends on like what you want to improve on in your streaming.
Oh. For example?
For example, if I start talking about how to improve streaming, I could go on forever. But I think in general, when people ask the question, they always ask about how to be more entertaining, how to keep people watching your stream instead of them clicking in and then deciding you're not entertaining enough and then leaving.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's actually like a really correct truth.
Yeah, because I think that's when you're first starting to stream, that's probably the thing that most people struggle with. They want to try and hit like a average of 10 viewers, 15 viewers, like that's a comfortable space. But to hold 10 viewers is not as easy as it seems, right? So what I always used to tell people is try and find your strengths and amplify your strengths. It doesn't really matter like if your tech setup is not great, or if your layouts are not great, or your VTuber model is basic or whatever. It doesn't really matter. If you have a charming enough personality and an interesting enough like persona, people will stay even if your setup is rubbish.
Understandable, understandable.
But I think a lot of people like struggle with trying to put their personality out there, because a lot of streamers that I know are actually introverts, right?
Yeah.
They don't know how to even project their personalities to begin with. So I always just say like focus on strengths, and you can, if you don't know what your strengths are, you can kind of find out your strengths by just observing how people react to you on stream. Like if people are laughing at certain types of humor, or if people like you playing certain types of games, then maybe think a little bit about why people find those things interesting. And then sometimes just I even had some direct conversations with like friends who watch my streams back then about what makes it so interesting for people to like hang around my stream. And then what I found out was that people like hanging around my stream because I played long narrative games. It was a nice thing to like put in the background, and the commentary that I had about the game was interesting to listen to, because I do a lot of game reviews, right? And I have a lot of like game industry perspectives. So to them, it's something different from what they would usually hear from a streamer. You know, like sometimes streamers will just be like, you know, the typical exaggerated reaction to this or that, or they have more like, how to say, exciting personas. But for me, it was more of, hey, I want to tune into Nat's stream because when she plays this game, she's gonna say something that is insightful or interesting about the game, and then I'm gonna hang around here, like for that reason. And so because of that, then you sort of like build a bit on what people like about your stream. So that would probably be like tip number one.
Okay, so that's basically, you can actually say that's actually your strength that you build all this time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's basically what is your channel unique right now compared to the other channel.
I guess so, a little bit.
Okay. There is some comment in the chat room. I mean, look at case of Bro's layout just capture and webcam, but his viewer numbers are huge.
Yeah.
So find something that basically unique and also could charm viewer, and for them who wanted to stay for pretty long on your stream.
Yeah, and I always say like focus on something that already is a natural part of your personality, because there's only so long you can go on for if you're trying to push like a fake persona, unless you're a really good actor. I don't know, maybe there's like really good actors in chat where you can have just a fake persona and then like push it all the way to the top. But what I notice more often is that people just find something about themselves that already exists and amplify it further. So maybe it's a little bit more exaggerated, a little bit more like loud than they usually would be with like friends or family or just in a normal situation. But like, yeah, it's like your personality, but bold. Bold, italicized, underline, that part.
There's also one of the reasons, I believe, why you decided to use webcam streamer to become a webcam streamer, because practically you cannot fake your reaction, right?
Yeah.
Which makes you
can if you get good at it.
Yeah, but most people probably not, right? Like you said before.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a question here from a viewer. Kode Joy asking a question. Do you have any tips to improve sound quality or make your voice more enjoyable for your viewers?
Ew.
As someone who work in media, you definitely have some preference, right? On who to hear, who to watch.
Huh. Do
No.
I?
You don't?
I have really weird taste in creators I watch though.
Me too.
like I watch a lot of Game Grumps.
Game Grump? What is Game Grump?
Game Grumps. Wait, I'll type it in chat. But they're YouTubers from America.
Oh, okay.
I watch a lot of Game Grumps, and they just do a lot of stupid content. It's funny.
Oh, I see.
So I don't know if I have good examples. But to answer the question directly though, how to make your voice more enjoyable for your viewers? I think that one's a bit hard, because if you're born with it, you're born with it. I know some people who have really good voices and they're just born with it.
Correct.
You can't do anything about it.
Like
but
all that deep voice, like something like so soothing. Oh my god.
Yeah. But I think even Adli, I think your voice is good.
I know.
I think yeah, you have a really soothing voice. I think you just have to roll the dice. People who like listening to your voice will come and listen to you. I think my voice is kind of annoying, but maybe that's just me. I have some people who come to my stream and they're like, your voice is so soothing. I'm like, not really. I don't think so. But I don't know.
So basically, find your own niche, then. Like if people actually enjoy, they will come. But if the people don't really enjoy, then they will check it out, and then you can do anything about it because perhaps they are not the target of your voice.
Yeah, but I think if you want to sound quality helps, but it's probably a lot of people immediately think of Blue Yeti or Shure.
Isn't that too expensive?
It's very expensive. Right now, I'm just using a HyperX standing mic. It's not even it's not clamped. There's no mic stand. It's just on my desk, here.
And it sounded so fine though.
It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. You just have to make some adjustments in OBS.
Okay.
You set up your. I set it up once and I didn't think about it after that, so I can't even tell you.
Even though any problem regarding the input and output all this time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. There is a comment. Sounds so clear though.
Yeah. It's a good mic.
It is. I'm actually always hearing your voice loud and clear. So clear I can actually enunciate any letter you're actually saying. Which is actually pretty good though.
Yeah.
There's a comment before regarding Game Grumps. Oh my, Arin my goat. I.e. Markiplier. Do you know Arin?
Markiplier for the... Yeah. Aaron is one of the Game Grumps. Yes.
I googled the Game Grumps and it has been established since 2012. So you have been watching from that long?
Oh, I think maybe since 2016, maybe.
Wow, it's been 8 years then.
Long time. Yeah.
Any reason why do you like watching this show? At least one.
Stupid. It's really just stupid. Because I think my life and my work and even since university, I've been so busy all the time that I just gravitated towards them because they're nice to put on in the background.
Ah, so you basically just
and then
wanted to look something like comedy and funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's continue. You said that was your tips number 1. Do you have any other tips?
Do I have any other tips? Not at the moment. Maybe if somebody has a specific question.
Okay. Would you like to just continue to the next question then?
Yeah, we can continue.
Okay. What is your most memorable moments then after streaming all this time on Twitch? Atomic Heart. The greatest rush.
Oh my god. Most memorable moment. Wow, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, because it's been so long that I guess some of the more memorable moments were when I first started streaming, maybe around like 1 year or 1.5 years into streaming. I used to do these really long like from the start of the day until end of the day marathon streams. So I would challenge myself to finish a game in one sitting. So the game will usually be about like 6 to 8 hours. So when you asked me if I finished Outlast, that was one of the streams. I sat there and I didn't move until I finished Outlast.
Really?
Because it's only 7 hours, I think.
I played Outlast 3 session, practically like almost 8 hours too, and didn't finish chapter 2, I believe.
Oh no!
I feel so frustrated. I basically just, never mind, I'm not going to finish this one. Just throw it away. Really, I'm just so frustrated because you're practically just running away for nothing.
Yeah, it is a running game.
So confusing. A comment though, skill issue. Yeah, I know. But then, it was so frustrating, and I basically decided to just throw it away. Never mind. Aside from Outlast, do you also finish other game though? I believe I also finish a few games, but that's usually like short game, like an hour or two, and the longest one probably like 4 or 5 hours on one sitting.
I finish pretty much every game that I pick up.
Wow, so different than me.
Yeah, so I have a lot of finished series on the channel, and if I don't finish it on the channel, I usually finish it off.
Oh, okay. So you don't really have to finish it on the stream.
Yeah, it depends. Because like A Space for the Unbound, for example, I streamed it because we had the Chum Drinkers collaboration.
With Toge?
But I wanted people to, with Toge, which was really fun. And then I wanted people to be intrigued by the game and then go and play it themselves. And so I decided, okay, I'm not going to stream the rest of the game because I want people to go and stream it, like go and play it themselves. So I'll just finish it off stream. And then I finished it myself, yeah.
Okay, so basically like preview, and then for the full version, you just have to buy the game.
Yeah.
Okay, truly a media person.
Really, yeah. But also it's another like streamer problem because I don't really like playing visual novels on stream. I can maybe do one stream and then I'll get tired because there's so much reading.
But you were a freaking hot Natalie Tay before.
Yeah. So I'll play the thing for like one stream and I'll play the rest of it off stream.
Okay. So nobody knows.
It's tiring, yeah.
Nobody knows if you are still freaking hot or no on the visual novel.
That one nobody knows because the game is still in demo.
So
who knows?
Before reading the comment, I wanted to ask again. So do you have any most memorable moment? No, I guess.
Yeah, I guess the most memorable moments would be like those streams that I used to do. I would start at like 10 a.m. I think and finish. Oh no, I would start at 12 p.m. and then finish at 12 a.m. So the goal was to finish it within like 12 hours.
Okay.
Finish the game within 12 hours.
Okay. Let's continue. Let's read the comment. There are some comments regarding Game Grumps. It's clear that Nat is the same age as me. My main source of entertainment is PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Call Me Kevin. 2013-2018 YouTube era were peak. Do you agree?
Yeah. I grew up like on the whole YouTube thing. It was Game Grumps, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie. And then I watched a lot of like Game Theory.
Game Theory? Why?
Game Theory, Sophia Nygaard. Yeah, it's all the YouTubers from that era.
Oh, okay. Do you still watch all of these creators though?
I mostly watch Sophia Nygaard and Game Grumps. And then sometimes I watch GT Live, which is the live stream version of Game Theory.
GT Live?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a comment Matt Pat mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay, let's read the comment again.
You.
It's just that the things they do are fun and seem normal, but when you listen to them, the things they say are so bizarre and out of pocket. Regarding Game Grumps.
Yep. It's an acquired taste. I
don't judge.
An acquired taste.
I don't judge. People have their own taste and niche, so yeah, if you are actually entertained, then you are practically their target market.
Totally. Game Grumps is just one of those things where, like, if I say that I'm into Game Grumps, you will get maybe like one other person who's like, yeah, this is my people. And then everyone else will don't know who, like, they won't know who they are.
Like me?
Yeah, like you. So you're actually normal. And then me and just an ugly boy are the weirdos here.
I didn't say that. You are the one who say that. Let's continue.
I'll admit it.
Okay, let's continue. Now, what is the happiest and saddest moment of streaming on Twitch?
Ooh.
Do you have any though?
I think the happiest. Ooh, it's a bit hard to like pin it down to one thing.
Because there are too many.
Yeah, in a way, because like streaming has sort of been a roller coaster, right?
That if you read the comment.
Oh, Sarah, just ban him. Just kick him out.
No, I'm not doing that.
But yeah, it's been a big roller coaster. And then it feels like for my streams is always different eras, I would say, because I play games that are like 60 to 80 hours long. And so sometimes I'll be playing one game for like 1 month. You know, I'll be playing God of War Ragnarok for like 1 month because it's so long, right?
Okay.
And so I have happy moments that are specifically associated with those games, you know.
Okay.
So I have a lot of happy moments and they'll always remind me of those games. Like I had a really good time with Metal Gear Solid. I had a really good time with God of War Ragnarok and Ryzen Forbidden West. But it's kind of weird because every single game attracts like a different target audience. Because it depends on like it depends if they're into the game or not. So sometimes I will have friends in chat for 1 month, you know, they'll be there all the time to watch me play like Metal Gear Solid. But then after I stop playing Metal Gear Solid, then it'll change to like other group. So it's kind of interesting. It's always been changing for me.
Okay.
Oh, and then there was Uncharted. Yes, it's one of my favorite franchises, Uncharted. But for the saddest moment, I wouldn't say sad. I would say kind of like a reality check kind of moment.
What happened?
Because when I started co-working streams, then I started to realize that, okay, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet.
People actually do some weird thing on the co-working category.
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
And when I started, when I swapped to Facecam also, when I swapped to Webcam, then I realized, okay, there's a lot of weirdos on the internet. There's still a lot of like nice people, but there's also a lot of people who come into chat and just ask like weird questions because they want to see your reaction. And then sometimes they'll do it just because you're a girl.
Oh.
And then I play a lot of games that are not typically played by women, I guess, because a lot of female streamers tend to play like more cozy games. I play a lot of horror survival games that tend to be like quite skill based, and so I'll get a really mixed bag in the comments. I mean, in chat usually. So it'll be people either commenting on like gameplay skill, or people trying to like get a weird reaction from me, or people who just come into chat and they don't say hi and they're sending pickup lines.
Pickup lines when you are streaming?
Yeah. Because you're on camera and you're a girl, and then they'll just like something. You won't believe how many times people have come into chat and they'll just say, "Hi, beautiful," and I've just started to reply, "I know," and then they usually leave. So like that's wonderful.
There is some comment though. People are just very toward women in streaming. Very weird.
Very weird toward women in streaming.
Being a facecam woman streamer equal to more weirdos. So do you how am I supposed to say this in English? Yeah? Do you actually like
say the Indonesian and let me try?
I don't even know the Indonesian for this, for what I'm going to say. Do you like have to how to say this in English? My English is so
control?
bad. No, not control. Do you have to face? Do you have to face this kind of thing every day, on daily basis, or on a streaming day basis?
No, not every day. It actually got better since they added a co-working category. So like people aren't really like that on the co-working category. But last time when before Twitch added a co-working category, just chatting, and just chatting is horrible. I try not to sit in just chatting unless I want to suffer. So that whenever I'm in just chatting, it's almost a guarantee that I will get at least 3 cases like that per stream.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it was kind of rough in the beginning, and then you get to dealing with them. Yeah.
Okay, there is a comment. Just chatting challenge. Impossible.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there is a comment before, but this is also kind of a question, to be honest. Is there a lot of viewers on Malaysia for Twitch? Because I know IDN viewers is low here on Twitch.
It's pretty... Sorry, it's my parents in the background. Yeah, my streaming room is not private. It's like my dad is in front of me. My mom's coming in to talk to my dad. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
What was the question? Oh, viewers for Malaysia for Twitch.
Yeah. Is there a lot though?
No, it's not too much. Facebook gaming is bigger here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Facebook gaming is big, and then it's mostly esports on Facebook gaming. Like Mobile Legends is super big here.
Oh, again, it's actually come back to the device, right? Like people actually can have mobile rather than actually PC, like proper PC.
Yeah. You have like so many Mobile Legends players here in Malaysia.
Understandable.
And then they'll watch Mobile Legends esports players on Facebook gaming. So like that's where most people are. So Twitch is not
really
Twitch is like the secondary platform, yeah.
Okay. Do you stream on Facebook gaming though? No.
No.
No plan?
No plans. Because the audience there is also different. Like they are only interested in esports. And they're not so interested in like narrative games. So I found it better here.
Okay. There is another comment. Just chatting is so bad. That's where the most craziest chatter are watching.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask a question, but this is probably pretty harsh question. Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I am sorry. But I want to ask question because you actually mentioned this before. People usually come by for your game, as you said before. Do you think like most people are not coming to your channel because of you, but because of the game? Is that actually a sad thing to realize over the time, or do you think that actually something that you should fix on, or no, or you just let it go?
I kind of let it go. Yeah, I think because my intentions with streaming has also changed a lot over the years. Like, maybe if you asked me last year, I would have been putting more effort into trying to retain viewers as I move like game to game. But now streaming is really just an avenue for me to sit down and play games. And I care a lot less about viewership these days. Like what I've noticed over time is that if people how do I put this? If people come for the game, there's always like a small percentage of people who will come back for you, right? So sometimes they start with the game and then from there they get to know who you are, and then sometimes they'll come back for you as well. But it's also depending on like what type of games you're playing. So sometimes I'll see if there's somebody who likes, for example, God of War, right? I might see them again when I play Horizon Forbidden West, because it's a very similar type of genre. And then if I play something totally different like Baldur's Gate, maybe they won't come to chat. And that's fine. It's kind of like I get to meet new people, and then they'll come back to me like over time.
Okay. So I want to ask.
I think it's also like the audience, right? Like, I think it's quite difficult to capture an audience that is always on Twitch, because I've also realized that some regular viewers, the reason why they disappear is not really because they don't like you anymore, but because they are just not watching Twitch very often, which is quite common, like post-pandemic. A lot of people like stopped watching Twitch post-pandemic, so that's quite normal. I kind of let it go.
Understandable. Yeah, I want to ask that follow-up question actually. Like, do you feel sad when the regular viewer are not coming back anymore? And then you actually answer the question before I actually have to ask the question.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just move on. Variety streamer has different audience depend on the game.
Yeah.
Do you think that's also one of the struggles, like the hardest thing that you have to tackle as a variety streamer?
I think so. Yeah. You always have that struggle as a variety streamer, because you have to it becomes you have to sell like yourself. People have to come back for you and not for the game, because you're going to be playing something different every single time.
Correct.
So yeah, that's probably the difficult part of it.
Okay. Considering there are no questions from viewer at this time, let's move on to the next question from me. Okay. What can you compare of yourself from 3, 6, 12 months or even years ago, aside from the streaming direction?
3, 6, 12 months since I started streaming.
You seems to drink a lot of glasses. I believe you have a different mug before.
I have like 3 glasses. This is done. I'm started at this, and then I have a glass of water.
Okay. Such a really healthy streamer.
Let me think. If I can give you a brief overview of what my streaming journey has been like. I think at first it was kind of trying to figure out who I was as a streamer, because it's very different from just, playing games with your friends on voice chat, right?
Correct.
You have learning to you have to entertain. You have to be a host, right?
Yeah, you basically have to remember you are currently publicly showable and watchable by people, and you're not just playing privately.
Yeah. And then trying to figure out who my persona was as a streamer. That was probably the hardest part at the start. And then maybe about 6 months or 12 months into streaming, I was a lot more comfortable who I was as a streamer. So then things sort of found its own flow. and then I had a regular audience and everything. And then the last year was probably like a different sort of journey because I got really busy with IRL stuff, right?
Last year means 2024.
Yeah, in 2024, I got really busy with IRL stuff.
Okay.
So in a way, like a lot of the work that I put towards streaming has sort of like gone slightly downwards because I just haven't been. I made a complete pivot, right? Like I stopped playing. I stopped playing so many like narrative games. I did a lot more like co-working. And then in a way, I'm a bit rusty already with like streaming narrative games because I haven't streamed for the purposes of being an entertainer in so long. You know?
Oh, I
because
understand.
when you're co-working, you're just like it's just like just chatting and you're just like hanging out and there's no like you don't have to be entertaining. You're just sitting there and working, right?
Yeah, like you basically kind of losing that passion to continue and enjoying the narrative game anymore. Something like that.
No, I wouldn't say the passion is gone, but like I'm definitely out of practice in terms of like entertaining people when playing like a narrative game.
Understand.
Because you kind of have to like slip into a different mindset, you know? Yeah. Hold on, let me tell my parents to.
I'm going to read the comment after this one, ya. Gonna read the comment one by one. Please be patient. Also, thank you, Bang Raven. Masalahnya nggak bisa dipotong sendiri channel poinnya.
Anyway, I'm back, sorry.
Let's continue?
Yeah, we can continue.
Should I read the comment though? There are some comment which is actually in line with your topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Even though she brands herself as a tea streamer, she's actually a coffee drinker.
I just finished a cup of tea, okay?
Okay.
I still drink tea.
Gone to the dark side, but you are a cham drinker.
I also drink cham. So, and cham, I don't know if you know this, but cham is a mix of coffee and tea.
Okay.
So if I drink a cup of coffee and I drink a cup of tea, then it becomes cham in my stomach.
Okay. There's another comment. The entertainment skill is rusty.
Yeah.
Wait, do you feel you are not entertaining anymore?
A little bit. I feel like I'm a bit jaded.
Oh.
I feel like I'm a bit jaded because I've been streaming for like 3 years, and you kind of in 3 years you kind of understand like what viewers are like and what the internet like expects from you. And that kind of it started to affect me, not gonna lie.
Especially you're considering the number.
Yeah, and you're constantly thinking of like, when people come into like your stream, they are expecting a certain kind of thing from you, and it's a bit of a struggle of like, okay, should I give them what they expect, or should I do my own thing? Or it's a little bit weird, you know?
Okay.
Because a part of me just wants to like enjoy the game that I would, but then as an entertainer, you have to play the game like in a sense, you know?
Understand.
Yeah. So it's still kind of like an ongoing struggle for me. Like being entertaining, but also playing the game the way that I want to play, and then also moderating chat, you know?
Okay. Also, this is also, you have to also face those kind of weirdo before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially because when you play games that are quite popular, then you'll get some really hardcore fans of those games.
Especially those kind of stereotype on women, right? That usually play skill-based game, like you said before.
Like, it's a little bit difficult because I'm not like the best gamer, and so sometimes I feel like I have to preface and say like, guys, give me a chance. Let me give me some time to figure this out. You know, because if I feel like if I don't say that, there's actually people who come in and say like, hey, you should do this or you should do that, or like,
those
I'm gonna give
backseater.
you tips. Yeah, backseaters.
Okay. Understandable. So many things struggle, it seems like. So you have to fulfill the expectation, but you also sometimes just wanted to let it flow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's a comment. Cham Cham. If you guys who is currently watching or listening probably don't know Natalie Tay, our guest star for tonight, is actually one of the co-founder of a group called the Cham Drinker. It's a group of content creator and also streamer in Southeast Asia, right?
Yeah, correct.
It's called the Cham Drinker. Something like this. You can also like Google this on Google and you can find more information about the Cham Drinker.
Yeah.
Developer and publisher of a game have been collaborating with them for a few times, from time to time. And they usually publish the schedule on Twitter, right? I am quietly observing.
Yeah, on Twitter, sometimes on Instagram.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah, there is a comment up above before. Yeah, kind of like me. Sometimes I also do that in some people I followed, mostly which from my country. Sometimes most I watch is when they play my favorite game. Kind of different exception for Adli, since actually he is a variety streamer. Plus, joking in his channel is kind of flowing and interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you. But yeah, my channel, if you know, I don't know if you actually know, like we have a new vice president. And sometimes people actually joking like I look like the vice president itself.
Do you?
I don't know. People say that, but yeah. What else can I say? If you can't fight it, enjoy it. Something like that.
Yeah, I gotta Google after this.
You can actually Google who? Gibran? Something like that. And people say that I look like Gibran. So just let it flow. Really, really hilarious. See?
Oh my gosh.
Let's continue. IndoVP streaming. See? Something like that. Also, kinda a fun fact, but I have a few interesting channel who followed my channel, but I don't understand why.
Oh.
Like, there are like official channel from government and I don't know why. Really?
No.
Really?
Do they think
there are
this
some
is the secret vice president's Twitch channel?
I don't know. I am just thinking that it's probably like a troll or something, but there are some interesting name on my follower channel and I don't know if it's actually a troll or something. But yeah, let it be. Let it be. I just have to.
They're watching.
Yeah, I have to basically watch what I'm gonna do. Let's continue, yeah. This is probably this is the next question from me. Have you achieved anything after streaming on Twitch? You also say this is basically like an avenue for you to stream and also to review game. Do you have anything that you have achieved?
I don't think I have like traditional streaming milestones. I mean, I hit 1.5k followers sometime back. So I guess that's your traditional Twitch milestone. But for streaming, I think the benefits of streaming was more to like connect me with developers and publishers.
Correct.
It's quite helpful for me when I do like the media stuff, when I do events, because sometimes like the developers get to know me through my channel first, and then they find out, hey, you also do like media and events, and then I get to collaborate with them more from there. So that's actually, for me, that's the achievement from streaming.
Do you think
I have this like weird ecosystem built up for myself?
Do you think you actually grow pretty good in terms of connection and such in the past few years?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Connections wise, yes. I think if you look at like my stream follower growth though, I think it's stagnant.
Okay.
But I think in terms of real life connections, definitely.
Oh, I want to ask another question because you are actually a media and live in the heart of Malaysia and also practically able to attend offline event. Do you get invitation or do you actually like go and apply yourself?
Yeah, I do. But usually when I do media coverage events at Magic Rain.
Yeah.
So not really as like a content creator. I go and attend as media. Yeah.
You get invitation from them to, hey, we are going to have this event. Please come and cover us.
Yeah.
Oh, do you also get sponsorship though? Like paid coverage?
No, not very often.
Oh,
not very
why?
Often. It's just not how it works, I guess. Because like a lot of them, they'll just do an invite and they'll do like a media event. So if you go there, there's like free entry. They'll give you like free food, stuff like that. But it's not usually a paid thing.
Okay. Let's continue then.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be my last question. Sponsorship, Raid, Shadow. No.
Raid Shadow Legends. I would say yes to a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I'm not beyond selling out.
Okay, let's continue then. This is my last question in this segment. Do you have any goals or plans in the future? Or do you have any wishes or dream that is not realized yet? Somehow this segment is so heavy though. And it's actually supposed to be heavy.
Yeah. No, I like it. Any goals? I think my immediate goal is, I was saying earlier about how the Magic Rain is working towards stabilizing and having more like full-time team members. So like, I would say that's my immediate goal, for things to get less busy for me and for things to get more stable, so that in terms of streaming, I can go back and pursue more creative things myself. Because I really did enjoy streaming and playing games and like exploring that creatively. When I was really active with streaming, I used to upload clips like multiple times a week. Like I was doing all the editing and everything. It was fun. It was like a good creative outlet, and I just don't have the time for it now. But I guess that would be my immediate goal, freeing up some time for me to do the things that I want to do.
Okay, so basically you wish the Magic Rain could hire more people, so there will be more team and less workload for you?
Yeah. We're working towards it already. It's already happening. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. Aside from that, any other plan?
I've been working on a few like creative projects on the side. Obviously I have a lot of games that I want to play on the channel, but I've also been getting back into writing. So I've been working on some original stuff. Nothing I can share yet, but yeah. It's been a nice break from work, because I do a lot of writing for work. So now I just started to do some writing for myself.
Okay. Hey, I want to ask another question before I read the comment. I actually forgot what I want to ask because I read the comment again.
It'll come back to you.
Never mind, let's just read the comment. I actually forgot the question. There is a comment. Okay, here's my application. This is another question from me. Does the Magic Rain also just cover Malaysian game, or do you also accept for writer from outside of Malaysia?
Yeah, we do.
It's actually a remote program, remote workplace then?
For the writing stuff, yeah, it's remote.
Do you get paid though?
We don't. At this point, no. We're working towards a monetization scheme, but at this point in time, it's more of a voluntary like contribution thing. So let's say if you're a writer that's looking to get your work published on a somewhat reputable website, just for like portfolio purposes, especially if you're like a student and you're trying to show that your book has been published somewhere, then I can probably help you out with that. But in terms of paid positions for writers, we're not quite there yet.
Okay. Now, my question is actually coming back, like you said before. I have a question. Like lately, there are so many games from Southeast Asia which is practically like rising, And sometimes I don't even realize it's actually like a game from Southeast Asia. Do you also cover a lot of games from Southeast Asia lately? Do you enjoy any?
We do. I enjoy a lot of them. We started the Charm Drinkers because we wanted to shine the spotlight on more Southeast Asian games. And then with the Magic Rain, also, I recently started organizing this event called Indie Jam, which is a Southeast Asian games showcase. So that one actually happens like in real life at a venue and on ground. So we gather games from all across Southeast Asia and people try the games in person. So I cover quite a lot of Southeast Asian games. But if you want to ask for like recommendations or like a title, I recently finished My Lovely Empress, which is an Indonesian title from Game Changer Studio in Indonesia.
Yeah, MLE is pretty good.
Yeah. I just finished my first 2 runs of the game. It was fun.
A second. First 2 run until everything complete?
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got like
it's kind of idle. It's kind of idle, not really idle thing, but you have to really think like strategically where to place thing and what to upgrade. And you finish 2 run.
I cheated a bit. I had like a save file at like the close to end point, maybe 3/4. So I tried 2 endings. So I did 1 ending and then I just rewound my save file and then I tried another.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys don't know, there is a game from Indonesia, from Game Changer Studio. This is from Bogor, I believe. It's called My Lovely Empress. This is the latest franchise from my Empress series. There is also my daughter and also I forgot the other one, my wife, I guess. Something like that. I think. Yeah, something like that. And the latest franchise is also My Lovely Empress. And it's actually pretty good. However, one run is actually usually pretty long because you have to strategically place things here and there, doing this and this, doing upgrading things and such, and it's actually pretty long session. And I was surprised because Nat actually finished that game 2 run.
Yeah.
As for myself, I couldn't even finish the game yet, and it's been like 6 hours, I guess, and I still haven't finished the game.
I can see that because like. You can spend a lot of time in the game. It's good.
Okay, let's read another comment. There is a comment. Indie Jam, a Southeast Asian showcase that is happening in Q2 of 2025.
Yeah, I'm organizing the next one. It should be end of April next year.
Okay, I have another question though before we are going to take a break after this one. QT. Yeah, actually, usually like read Q2 into QT, but it's not QT. Sorry. My bad, my brain. I was going to ask a few, 2 more questions, I guess, before break. Do you, for this indie game, do you have any plan to recruit more content creators? To showcase or like to cover the game? So more streamer and content creator can cover the game?
Yeah, so this year for Indie Jam 2024, we launched a very experimental content creator program.
Yeah.
Where every content creator, there was 2 parts to it. One is that the content creator could come to the event itself, and we will give them a media pass so they can freely explore the event. And if they want to like interview any of the developers at the event, we would help them coordinate. The other part of it was after Jam. So 1 week after Indie Jam, it's kind of weird to say we, but the Magic Rain works with the Charm Drinkers, although technically it's just me and Sarah.
Okay.
Working on After Jam, where it's a 1 week of streamers covering games that were featured in Indie Jam. So when we did it the first time, it was just the Charm Drinkers. And then when we did it the second time, we opened applications to anybody who wanted to join. And then for the 2025 one, we'll open applications. So what we'll do is we link up the content creators with keys and access to the games that were at Indie Jam. And then we promote their stream schedule like together as part of the big like After Jam event.
Okay. Hopefully I can actually like catch the tweet in the future.
Yeah.
Because I usually do also cover e-game from even, and it's been pretty good year this year. Last year is also okay, but this year have been pretty good in terms of growing a number. regarding the event.
Yeah.
Like, have you heard of Ludonaracon though?
Yes, I love the Nodarakan. Yes.
Yeah, I covered the game like 2 years already, 2023 and 2024. So perhaps I'm also going to cover 2025. So hence why I asked.
Have you officially applied as a creator for Ludonaracon?
I am.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
I am. Like, they usually open up application and they also have a new form that we can actually apply for now. If you want to apply earlier as a backpass, creator pass, and usually last year, this is like kind of a perk. Like last year they offer us all title. You can also cover all keys for the game that is showcased on the event. And last year they didn't give all key, but this year they actually also give the key full version, even for game that haven't been published yet, which is such a really huge perk. For me, at least, even though it's not a paid marketing.
No, it was awesome. Like, I didn't apply as a content creator. I applied as a member of the press. So I also got. It was very impressive. Yeah,
it is like the way they organize thing.
You redeem the Steam key and suddenly you have like 20 new titles in your Steam library. It's like, where did all these titles come from? Like it's from Ludonaracon. It's impressive.
The way they actually organize things is so professional. Like, I'm actually impressed from year to year. I have one more question though before we are going to take a break. But is that okay though? It's almost 12.
It should be okay.
Okay, I have one more question before we are going to take a break. As someone who aimed to shine spotlight on Southeast Asia game, do you think the appreciation from Southeast Asia developer and publisher is actually pretty good? Or is actually less appreciative rather than outside of Southeast Asia? Honestly.
You mean from the perspective of the audience?
From the perspective of you as the one who do the coverage?
Oh. Well, my relationship with the developers has always been really good. And they're always interested in pushing more coverage within the region. Although I had some really interesting conversations with a couple of the developers recently, where they told me very honestly that for their games, sometimes they sell like, for example, like 500,000 copies, but majority of the copies are actually sold in Europe or US, right? In the UK or the US. And in terms of the games that are actually sold in like Malaysia or Southeast Asia, it's 5% or less than 5%. So they actually invest a lot of marketing budget overseas. But what is quite nice is that the developers still care a lot about the Southeast Asia region, and they want to they kind of want to promote their game in the region for slightly different reasons. They know that they're not gonna get a lot of sales from the region, and it's gonna take a long time for people within the region to be like excited about indie games, because generally like people in Southeast Asia are not super excited about indie games.
Yeah.
But they want to keep doing it because it helps to grow the local ecosystem.
Okay.
Yeah. So they want to show that like, hey, we're a Malaysian game. We are promoting our Malaysian games so that we can inspire the next generation of talent. So that's why they want to do it. And that's why they're happy to like work with streamers and work with event organizers. And it's really nice. It's really nice. And then we're all just working towards the same goal, which is to eventually change people's mindsets towards indie games, especially within the region. Yeah.
Okay. Bring another perspective, really. There's a comment, saya region mostly goes for war games, and also most of Southeast Asia probably don't really have PC or proper laptop to play games or even to acquire game legally at this moment. Even though it's actually growing, but it's still not as big as the other region.
Definitely.
Plus, as you said before, in Malaysia itself, Facebook gaming is much more bigger than Twitch.
Yep.
Which is why most of player only played mobile games. Okay, we are going to take a break after this one then. There are no questions from viewer and from me is over. There are no more questions in segment 2. Oh my god. Okay, we are going to listen to 2 songs after this one. There is... What is this? I don't know how to read this Japanese character. Do as Infinity by Yotaka no Yume by Do as Infinity, requested by Alex. There is also another song. Who is this? A second, let me check. Ken Hirai, Precious Junk, requested by Just an Ugly Boy. And then we are going to continue with the last segment later after this 2 song break. Okay, without further ado, enjoy the next 2 songs.